Hello, this is a message to Aaron Wood. Aaron, before Nerdversity 101 was dis- defunct and shut down because of your shit, I want to ask you this right now. Do you realize the repercussions you've done? That the fabricated document copyrights, and the fabricated law letters that you sent to myself and to a third party? Do you realize if they would have found out about this, you couldn't have gotten us out of jail, our reputations, my reputations, and the reputation of the staff, and reputation of this podcast would have gone straight tits up. I'm asking you this. Do you realize what you've done? Did you just realize the, what you did? And I think you did. And you did it anyway. Now, you committed multiple counts of copyright, fabricating copyright letters, fabricating lawyer letters to myself and to a third party. And yet, you set up here thinking you're not going to get caught out. And when you left, because you're wearing my way attitude and your ego, telling them we need to set policies and everything else. No. You didn't want to hit it, you acted like a child taking a tantrum. That you're not having it your way. To find out, the reason why Nick left is because it didn't live up to the standards and you're stressing him out. And he left because of it. And you lied to us, saying that it couldn't live up to CAT standards and that editing. So, to find out a couple of months later that you told him not to tell us because you fucked up and pressured him and you talked down to him? No. I will not tolerate that. I will have threw you out on the spot. Well, no. There will have been no reprimand, no suspension. You would have been thrown out. No, Aaron. It doesn't work like that. I will have no tolerance for that at all. Second, I will point this out yet again. Nick is unable to get in contact, but I'm in contact with him. You, Elsa Law, I send a message to Mr. Bullock asking about who is represented by you. You know for a fact you have no solicitor at all. But I will send this video and send it to this client, and I know they're going to come from it and say no. I have his email. I have that. Tuesday. You have until Tuesday to make it right. All I ask for you to admit the truth what you've done to this podcast and to these people. To your staff. My staff. Because fabricated letters, fabricated copyright. I'm sending this video to the solicitor and evidence to prove that you fabricated copyright letters before, you fabricated law using their law names and logos before. Which you stated right there. You have a crit me with my solicitor explaining what's been going on. Now, I have to post it. I have to prove a point again. You said it under legal decision by that solicitor. That letter that you sent me, there's no contact information. No name of the solicitor at all. You falsified the stationery logos and the name. And I will prove that, yet again, that you lied. I will write further in this email and follow the copies of documents that you received. Their answer. We write further relating to this email, both this one in particular corresponds attached to this email been sent by this firm. We are now investigating and confirm we do not and never been instructed by Mr. Furthermore. We shall report this inappropriate use of the firm's name and what appears not to be the firm's stationery to the police. See, the problem is with that, if they did went to your house, they could have had to take your computer and run a ghost file and find that deleted documents, which means they didn't do their job, right? Did or did not, I do not care. But this proves right here. I'm not defaming you. You've been defaming and slandering us because you got caught up with the truth. And you kept dragging my reputation and reputation of the staff to the mud because of that. Your childish behavior. Next. You recorded illegal audio to the Litchfield Garrett, which I asked, didn't you have permission for? Their response: I checked our team here and to clarify no permission was granted tonight. We have listened to some of the recordings. Sounds like a phone slash recording was. I'll ask for to record it immediately. You took it down a podcast garden page and you took it down on iTunes, but you refused to take it down on YouTube. And it says it right there, recorded at 10:15 on a Litchfield Garrett illegally. I send this to them. I told them you did not take the audio down. You set it to private, refusing to take it down. As you see, 1617, 1617, that you refuse to take down. And their response was, I'm very much aware I made my point to Aaron that he had breached the copyright laws in our venue policies. And made YouTube aware, and I'm not pursuing to Mr. Childs' agent the easiest option for you to take it down. Thank you for making this pointing this out. We're looking into this. I send copies to the Garrett for legal purposes because I can't. At the moment he complied, it is the process for removing it by Tuesday. You never removed it. You hid it. You didn't remove it to the end of the month because I was monitoring that. Because you had it on Stitcher, you had it on freaking iTunes, which I don't know, not Stitcher, which I don't know. They took it down or you took it down. I don't care. They brought us to Mr. Chalice's agent. There. So you committed illegal crimes here. And even any judge, UK or US, who committed these crimes, if you have legit copyright over, they'll remove the copyright from under you because of this. Alright, Aaron, you have a chance to make this right. You have a chance to apologize to me. You have a chance to apologize to staff. You have a chance to hand over the podcast garden page and any remaining episodes of the podcast by legal right, and in any courtroom what you've done, it will fall under me. I have a case against you. I have a stack of evidence against you. Aaron, stop acting like a child, take a chance, and own up what you did. I'm giving you a choice until Tuesday to make it right. Because right now, this will be drafted. This will not be sent until Tuesday with the link of this video right now to make my point, as well as the file show documents claiming that you have a lawyer, which is, you know for a fact that it's not Paint or Photoshop program. Those were your words and statements, and I made that quite clear, and they will investigate that too. I will get in contact with this lawyer, and they will look through this. I just want you to stop, Aaron. Stop with the bullshit. Stop with the childish games. By legal right, everything is mine. Even a courtroom will say it because what you did to this podcast. We have to distance ourselves from you. I have better things to do with the other podcasts which the staff and myself are doing. My energy is focused on you because you slander us and drag my reputation to the ground. Because I found out the truth. And your ego got in the way, and you got way over controlling how this podcast should be running, and you want to do it your way. You're forgetting I was the originator. I have the proof on that. You're the one who joined me. I have the proof on that too in your statements. Yeah. So, next thing. I will take this to DMCA. Also, these are CAT's logos. And you tried to copyright on the DMCA, which is CAT's logos, which is protected by DeviantArt and worked side by side by the DMCA, as well as Facebook working by the side the DMCA. You submit a counterclaim at me, which showing proof that you're using documents and using the banner and CAT's logos. You can't use that, Aaron. It's been copyrighted. You can't use that. So, again, I point this out to you. You committed multiple counts of fraud. You committed multiple counts of copyright and copyright theft and copyright and fabrications. And I'm asking you this right now. I'm telling you this right now. Stop with the bullshit lies. Own up what you did. Stop taking a tangent and be a man about this. And I will say this again. I'm done. I'm done you dragging my reputation to the ground. I'm done you dragging the podcast members' names to the ground. This is where it ends. You have until Tuesday to make it right. So, yeah. Aaron, just make it right. Admit that you did wrong. Apologize to me and apologize to the staff, which you're too stubborn to do. But I made my point quite clear. So, you have until Tuesday. I'm giving you some time until Tuesday to sit down and think about this. Let it sit in and think about this. And I know you were lying to me, but you wanted to put this to bed knowing that you're scared for the fact that you got called out on you sending a law firm lawyer after me for a letter and sent it to that same thing. You bullshitted again. You bullshitted. Why can you just leave us alone and stop with the lies and own up and just, I want the podcast Garner page and the remaining episodes. That's all I want. So I can protect the integrity. What's left of this podcast, what's left of Nerdversity, which you pretty much burned to the ground because of your shit. So you have until Tuesday to think about this. So video response, I don't care. You need to make a decision for yourself. And if when I send this out, if they arrest you or not, that's not my fault. Again, Aaron, you committed these crimes. You used a lawyer's name again. So I don't know if the ball is in your court. I'm done.